Good morning, good morning. If I was looking a bit quizzical, it's because our internet access is not very good at the moment, on top of all the other stuff we're dealing with. So, what have we got for you today? Really interesting thing. You know how we're going through the process of finding out these Brexit anomalies, at least the poor HSE are. We've just learned from a reader of Chemicals Coffee Time that there was an issue over using sodium azide under BPR in product type 6. Now, as part of that, there's a thing that says, can you use this particular biocide in treated articles? And somebody had forgotten to put yes in the column that allows it to be used legally in the UK. So they've just corrected this anomaly, and don't take my word for it, you can download the list from the HSE themselves. It's only been updated in the last day or two. It was one of these really weird typos, I suppose, but fair play to the HSE for correcting it really quickly once it was pointed out to them. So useful if you are acting under BPR there. And I have to say thanks very much to Daniel of Quiagen, I hope I've pronounced that correctly, for passing that information round to our newsletter readers, and obviously for investigating this in the first place and spotting it. So hopefully that is useful to some of you. God knows what else is going to crawl out of the Brexit woodwork, but you can't unentangle or disentangle all these laws that have been like enmeshed for decades. It's going to take a while for all of this to calm down. And you know, everybody is doing the best that they can, as far as I can see. So it's just one of those things. And clearly, if you come across an anomaly which you think is to do with Brexit, or it's something to do with a law that's been badly drafted or whatever, then for goodness sake, speak to somebody about it, flag it up, because they may not know. It may just be a typo, it may be human error, and these things do need sorting out because they have real world consequences. Right, so that's the first thing. Second thing is also regulatory. It's a really interesting it's an interactive infographic. Yeah, easy for me to say. I had to really think about that. And it's on the EU Green Deal. Now, apparently there are a couple of issues with it. I'm just going to pop it there. It's from Circulaw in the Netherlands. And what they've done is they've made a PDF, and you can click on the box that's to do with a particular regulation or directive, and it'll take you straight through to the underlying thing, which is really useful. But apparently there are some chemicals glitches which are, I no doubt, are being sorted out, but it's a really useful thing because it shows how sort of overarching the whole Green Deal situation is, and how much the new von der Leyen administration is going to push it through. And of course we've got that coming. You know, there's this massive commitment to net zero in the UK under the new government, but you know, I thought that one would, you know, the layout of information is particularly useful if you're trying to get on top of what the Green Deal means, which of course means more paperwork and changing things a lot. And there will be a big impact on the chemical industry because of the push to minimize energy use, clearly going forward, as well as reduce pollution, which is more, you know, my kind of area. But yeah, it's a really useful thing, and well done, Circulaw, for even attempting something so complicated. And I'm sure a lot of people will really benefit from it, and I hope you do too. So finally, this week we have our reasons to be cheerful, which are from Fry and Laurie again. And we're continuing the sporting team now. Sporting theme, not team. My goodness me. I don't know if you watch F1, but if you have ever watched an F1 post-race interview, this will be very familiar to you. I'm just popping it below this video now as well. So it looks like it's going to be a nice day today. Yay! We must make the most of the weather while we have it. Apart from me, who will be working very hard to try and catch up with myself after a month, 5 weeks of absolute mayhem here. Yeah, have a great weekend. Look after yourselves. I hope to be able to chat to you again next week. Bye.